Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Lori Langdon, board certified pediatrician and mother to 6, here with you today to hopefully bust some myths and share some science. So I don't know if you heard it, but the CDC this past Friday, September 24th, 2021, released 3 cool studies that documented benefits of children having mask mandates, universal mask mandates in school. And one of the studies, school systems that did not have mask mandates were found to have 3.5 times the number of outbreaks. And this is a study conducted during the time of the Delta variant. You know, I've told you about the study in North Carolina last year, well really 2021, but last school year, March to June, and that was before the Delta variant. And it also demonstrated extremely successful use of masking in school. But everyone wondered if they still work with Delta, and it turns out yes, they do. The other study found that counties with a mask mandate had decreased number of pediatric cases even in addition to the students that were in that school, so it has a positive benefit on the surrounding county. The third study found that schools with mask mandates were more likely to be able to stay open. So these are all the things we're looking for, guys. We're looking to protect our individual children from death and disease. We're looking to protect our community, and we're looking to keep schools open, right? So are we really concerned about children catching COVID? Well, over 5.5 million have tested positive in the United States, and we guesstimate at least 460 have died. They can develop this multi-system inflammatory syndrome of children a few weeks after they've tested positive for COVID, and that almost always requires an intensive care unit stay. Children can also have long-haul COVID or long-term complications like myocarditis from the actual infection itself. So this brings up some questions, and I want to hopefully bust some mask myths today. And I've had parents to ask me this. You've all seen some funny things on television lately and on the internet about some less than well-educated parents and the myths that they share. So I just want to go over these right quick. And if it helps you to think about it, I want you to start thinking about your mask and how very similar it is to underwear. I said it, to underwear. So I've heard the question, if I wear the mask or my child wears the mask, are they going to have elevated levels of carbon dioxide, CO2, also called hypercapnia? No, they will not. Do wearing your underwear make your CO2 levels go up? No. Neither does wearing your mask. How about, will wearing my mask make my oxygen levels go down, called hypoxia? No, neither the underwear nor the mask will make your oxygen levels go down. Guys, how do you think surgeons function for 12 hours at a time? And we've been doing this for as long as we've had surgery under sterile conditions. They don't have hypercapnia or hypoxia. Come on now. Okay, what about, I've heard this one. Oh, once on the news, someone in a local county might have even said, it's like putting a diaper of bacteria on my child. Please. I thought about this, it's really kind of funny. If your mask or your underwear have bacteria in them, guess whose body that bacteria came out of? It would be the person wearing the mask or the underwear. So by all means, if you are spitting out bacteria into your mask or having accidents in your undies, what do you need to do? You need to wash them. Should you maybe have more than one pair of underwear in case you have an accident? Sure. Should you maybe have more than one mask just in case you have an accident? Sure, you could do that. Another comparison you can make is when you wear your underwear, it's really best to wear them right side out. Same with a mask. So I have seen the question about whether your mask should be the colored side, this is yellow mask, or the white side. You should have the colored side on the outside. Okay, same for when you're wearing your panties. Really, you should wear them the proper way in and out as well. It's a good idea. So if your panties get soiled, you wash them. If your mask gets soiled and it's a cloth mask, you wash it. If you're wearing a disposable mask, you just throw it away. And I wouldn't recommend disposable underwear, just saying. Should you exchange your panties with somebody else at school or at work? I'd say no for that. Let's keep our own mask. Let's keep our own panties. Should you publicly touch and adjust and wiggle in your panties? maybe in public, not such a good idea. Same with your mask. So when you're in public, it would really be better to keep your mask on. That was upside down. If it's a cloth and it has the metal strip that goes over your nose so you can bend it, it would be better to keep your mask on and try as best you can not to do a whole lot of touching and manipulating and jiggling around. That would make it more effective. Also, this is one of my best fitting masks. Do you know how when you're wearing underwear, it's really better if they're tight but comfortable? Same for your mask. You want it to fit tightly over your nose. You want it to go over your ears, and you want there not to be big openings, right? Because you're trying to keep in those respiratory droplets. I've heard that too. They say, oh, the coronavirus is tiny, 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 and it is. But here's the thing, the coronavirus clumps into big respiratory droplets, and the mask can catch those. Yes, CO2 is tiny enough to go through the mask, that's why you don't get hypercapnia, but the respiratory droplets are not big enough to go through the mask. So the mask primarily protects everybody else from your respiratory droplets. I hope that made sense.